All right, y'all. Here are my initial impressions of set F9077 from Lumibricks, the Old West Gold Mine. From the Old West line, of course. 658 pieces, rated 16 plus. Let's take a look at the front of the box. Right away, looks like a really cool Old West Gold Mine. That's my first, knee-jerk reaction to this. We get 3 minifigures. It looks like a prospector. Another mine worker, I guess, right here, and looks like a thief or an outlaw right here trying to steal some of the gold. We get a side build of some sort of crane, TP or some sort of housing, of course, campfire light. I've built one of those before, and light inside the cave. The small thing here says experience mining blasts, whatever that means exactly, I'm not sure. Back of the box, all the warnings, what to do, what not to do, don't eat this, so on. Standard on every Lumibricks set I've ever built. But again, the box is really cool. I love the sturdy construction. That's one thing that Lumibricks is always consistent on, their packaging. I really love it a lot. Let's crack it open and see what's inside. All right, I have broken the tape. Let's open it up and see what's inside here. All right, packaged with the instructions directly on the top. Fairly semi-thick instruction booklet. Let's take a look at this real quick here. Other sets in the Lumibricks line, how the crane works, and look at it. Well, there's a cloth piece in this one for that TP, very cool. Ooh, a train track. So we get like a rail car of sorts in this. Yeah, lots of rock detail, light detail, all sorts of cool things in this. There's some story in here. Let's see what else is in the box. Cloth piece right there. A couple light kits, at least 2 here. Good number of bags inside, bags of parts and everything. Yeah, so this looks like it should be a fun little build. Looking forward to getting it all of them open and getting it built. So I'll see you guys after stage 1. Hey y'all, so stage 1 of the Old West Gold Mine is complete, and I have thoughts about this one. Positive, it's going to be good when it's all finished. I mean, all these details come together, it's going to look really good. I have no doubt about that. The box art looks really good. A lot of the build details in this are really good. You know, we get, fire element right here. We have a track right here for a cart or mine cart. We got the beginnings of the mountain right here. The base of it is right here. My favorite part probably has to be this printed piece. This little pan, it's got gold flecks in it, like a gold mine. It's printed. This is not like a sticker element. No stickers in this. We got maps, letters, all sorts of, printed detail in this. We got the beginnings of gold showing up, pro gold parts in this. And the good outweighs the negative. However, there are some definite downsides to this one. Primarily the lights. Like as far as stringing the lights go. I had a really tough time stringing these lights through. The instructions were a little ambiguous, and I'm left with a little bit of extra slack that is not shown in the directions. I followed step by step the surrounded studs when I needed to. It was very tricky. I had to go back and rebuild a couple sections to get the lights strung correctly. They are pretty much in the right place. The lights have already been connected. The power strip source is back here. It's hidden in the mountain. So if we take that out and flip the switch, we have lights. There's a light inside the gold mine. A couple lights that we have not put down yet. We got a campfire that glows, very similar to the cowboy camp build. Yeah, getting past this first stage took quite a bit of time. Just to make sure everything lined up correctly. It was very tricky. It's probably one of the toughest lighting jobs I've had to deal with a Lumibricks set. Like I said, all that aside, it's going to be good when it's all finished. It's just this process, this beginning process was very frustrating. Don't let that discourage you, though. This is still going to be a good set. Looking forward to stage 2. All right, y'all, stage 2 is complete on the Old West Gold Mine, and this one focused solely on like the mine, the rock work in the mine. And honestly, I'm going to go 2 for 2 on this one. I was a little frustrated with some of the build on this. It's not the most secure, at least at the beginning. Once you get like all this put on, it's actually fairly solid. Actually, a couple pieces that I had previously put on had come loose, especially like inside the little cavern where the light switch is. That came loose a little bit. So this is another one of those stages where it's not as, it's a little more frustrating than anything else. It does look good. I mean, for like brick built, slope built rock, looks pretty good. It's gonna be good when it's all finished too. It's just, you know, some of the studs don't exactly catch right and things get knocked off. And it's just a little frustrating at times. The process is not the most fun, but the end result will be fine. I'm certain of it. So let's stay tuned for stage 3 and see what we get. All right, y'all, stage 3 is complete, and we get more of the mountain, or more of the mine, I should say. So we get this entire chunk that was open plate right here. Now is part of the mine. We get some details in here. We have a pickaxe in here. We have this tool right here, which I'm assuming is supposed to be some sort of mining tool. We get a lamp, so we have a place for one of our lights. We still have one that's left over. Let me turn on the lights and show you where that is. So that's pretty cool. You get a nice little cool view of the light inside the mine too. A lot more brick and slope and plate work to build up this mountain. We also have this rubberized string element, which is attached right here. I'm not too sure what that's going to be for yet. But we can see a clear path for our mine cart. What if we even get a mine cart? I'm not sure. It's just a path carved through the mine, of course. Yeah, it's not looking too bad. A little bit easier on the build this time, not as crazy of part usage or construction. But yeah, looking forward to stage 4. Stay tuned. All right, y'all. Stage 4 is complete, and it looks like the actual mountain where the mine is now complete. We have a very finished look to this mountain. On the back, it's actually open back, hollowed out. We actually finally have a place for the last light, which is right here. Let me turn that on and show it to y'all. So we get a fire piece. And I think this is supposed to be like dynamite or, you know, something that will blow up. I'm not too certain yet. In addition to that, we also get, like I said, the rest of the mountain here with some details on it. All the slopes finishing out. We have a printed piece, says Hanford Gold Mine, enter at your own risk. We have a sand green bamboo piece, which is interesting. We get some printed other pieces. Let me show you this one. This says corned beef right there. We have a gunpowder barrel. And we have what looks like just a supply box here. We also get this teepee right here, which, to be honest, was not super fun to put together because you had to fold it back and hold it down with these pins. It was very tricky and to try to do this on camera. So a little bit frustrating to be told the truth. But I believe the mine itself is complete. I think stage 5 has a couple more side builds to do. But as far as like this part of the model, it is complete. It does look pretty cool. And it's going to look pretty nice along with the cowboy camp that I have also pre-built in my collection. Looking forward to seeing how this is going to look when it's all finished with the side builds. So stay tuned for stage 5. Hey y'all, so stage 5 is complete, and this is actually all that was in stage 5. So first thing was built was this little minecart, and I love the crystals made or colored in this pearl gold, along with some what's supposed to be either silver elements or just rocks. I'm not real sure, but you know, the effect is really cool. Simple little minecart, little snot techniques on there. These tires, these wheels in like the pearl gray, pretty cool. And then we have this crane, which was actually relatively easy to assemble. The string element was a little bit frustrating because it's just a simple string. There's no rubberizer, it's just a thread that you have to feed through and make sure it's locked in place. And then you have to tie a knot once they're connected here to be able to connect to the minecart, which it does connect. Hooks there and hook there, and turn this wheel on the back, and it does lift the cart in the air for easy transportation, you know, for moving it, lifting it up, whatever. Pretty cool little side builds to go along with this set. I like that a lot. The minecart does fit on the track of the gold mine. I tried it before I recorded this. It doesn't roll freely. You have to push it along, but it sits very nicely on the track, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, this is really, really nice little finishing touch to the gold mine.